Hi everyone, welcome back to the Stitches and Scribbles channel. My name is Erin and today we're doing another Hexagon cardigan tutorial. I'll be making another mini size today just like I've done in a couple of my other tutorials so that you can get the directions but I don't have to make an entire sweater in order to get the video out. So today we're going to be doing a mesh stitch Hexagon cardigan. I'm using this white sparkly yarn today to make my sample. Let's dive right into the tutorial. Alright, I have my piece laid out flat-ish so you can kind of see the stitch pattern. But we're basically going to be working a double crochet mesh, and we're going to work our double crochet stitches into previous double crochet stitches from the row before instead of working into the chain spaces. There are a lot of different types of crochet mesh. This is just the one that I chose to use. So this is going to give you a very lightweight, kind of summery looking cardigan. I am using this white sparkle yarn. Unfortunately, I don't remember what brand it is, but it's a white sparkly worsted weight yarn. I know you can find a similar one from Hobby Lobby in the I Love This Yarn brand, or there should be a big twist sparkle at Joann. Sometimes they only have it around holidays. And I don't know if there's a red heart sparkle, but there are lots of similar yarns to this if you're looking for something white and sparkly. But any yarn of any size will work for this. You just need to adjust your hook size to what you're using. Since I'm using a worsted yarn, I'm also going to be using a 5mm crochet hook today. And then I just also have a pair of scissors and a yarn needle ready to go. I'm going to start with a chain 4 circle. You can do this with a magic ring instead if you would prefer. I just don't like using magic rings because if they break, then your whole sweater will start falling apart from the inside out. So I'm just going to use a chain 4 circle to start. It's a little bit more secure. I find can still get the circle fairly tight, especially for a granny square design like this, but you can use whatever starting method that you would prefer. Now I'm going to start with a chain 3. That'll act as my first double crochet, and then I'm going to chain an additional 3 to make my corner. Now I'm going to do a double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. That chain 1 double crochet, the pair of double crochets with the chain 1 between them is our first completed side. Then we're going to chain 3, do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. That's our second completed side. Chain 3, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, another completed side, chain 3, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. We're going to chain 3 for our 5th corner, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. This is going to be our last chain 3 for the 6th corner. We're going to double crochet one more time, chain 1, and then we're going to join with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain stitch from that chain 3. So we should have kind of this little snowflake looking thing here. Now we're going to turn our work and begin our second row. We're going to start with a chain 4, and this counts as our first double crochet and a chain 1, and then double crochet directly into the double crochet from the previous row. Then we're going to chain 1 and put a double crochet in the chain 3, create a new chain 3 for our corner on this row, double crochet into the chain 3 space again, and chain 1. So when we're working on the sides, you're going to place a double crochet into each double crochet that you did in the previous row with a chain 1 in between. But in the corner spaces, you'll have a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. So since I did my double crochet chain 1 to finish off this corner, I'm going to double crochet into the double crochet from the previous row, chain 1, and double crochet, chain 1, and now I've reached a corner again, so I'm going to double crochet into the corner, chain 3, do another double crochet into the corner, and chain 1. Now I'm going to continue that around, so double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the corner, chain 3, double crochet into the corner, chain 1, double crochet into a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the corner space, chain 3, double crochet into the same corner space, chain 1, double crochet into the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the corner, chain 3, double crochet into the same corner, chain 1, double crochet into a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the corner space, chain 3, and double crochet into the corner space again, and chain 1. Now we're going to join to our first stitch, so slip stitch into the third chain stitch from that starting chain. Now you have your second row of your mesh stitch, and this is just going to continue for as long as you want, so this is a pretty easy repeat pattern. Instead of doing another row on camera, I'm just going to talk through what the rows should look like. So we just did our first row and our second row. If we were starting our third row, you would chain up, you'd turn your work again and chain up 3 plus 1 for our chain space, so chain 4. And again, you're just going to place a double crochet into each double crochet from a previous row, separating them by chain spaces. When you reach a corner, do a double crochet, chain 3, and a double crochet into the corner. For my size cardigan that I'm making today, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows to make my teddy bear size. So I'm going to go ahead and complete those 5 total rows off camera using that repeat method. So again, you're just stacking a double crochet onto each double crochet from the previous row, separating them by a chain 1 space, and in the corners you're doing that double crochet, chain 3, double crochet. So pretty simple pattern. I will come back once I have finished my 5 rows. I went ahead and finished this, including the seaming, off camera. So I did those 5 total rows of the mesh stitch, sewed up the tops of the sleeves and down the spine of the cardigan to give this nice mesh cardigan. If you wanted to extend any of the dimensions of this, you can do that just by starting a new row and continuing to insert double crochets where they were previously in the pattern. And if you're in a place where you still need to increase corners, you can do that as well. This should be a pretty easy one to add rows to because you don't have to space out or like stagger any of the stitches. All of the double crochets are just built directly on top of each other. So you could continue to add length or add length to the sleeves or sew off the sleeves and add a back panel or make the body wider, anything you want. But leave a comment down below if you want a more in-depth video of how to shape hexagon cardigans. I'd be totally willing to do one if anyone's interested, showing you all the different ways that you can change up the dimensions to get a custom fit. Just let me know if that's something that you would want to see. I'm going to go ahead and put the sweater on my teddy bear model so you can see what it looks like on, not a person, but on something. just to kind of show you what it would look like. So I think this turned out actually, I think this turned out absolutely adorable. I forgot my words there for a second. I love how the mesh stitches look. I think this would be a really fun cardigan to do as like a beach cover up and make it really oversized and maybe keep the sleeves a little bit shorter. I also think it would be super fun to do in like Halloween colors because it's kind of spider webby looking, but also just in any great summery, springy colors for a really lightweight cardigan to add some color to your outfit. But that's going to be it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and want to see some other crafty content, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below this video. I post podcasts on Wednesdays and other videos on Fridays. Those other videos are sometimes tutorials. There's sometimes kind of crochet with me or knit with me vlogs, whatever craft projects I happen to be doing. And I also have a Hexagon cardigan playlist on my channel, so you can check out other variations of this type of cardigan. And if you want to follow me on other social media, that information will be in the description box below as well. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone!